Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm AD5GTT, your go-to for gaming, tech, tips and tricks, and anything you need on DC Dark Legion. So, in today's video, we're going to be looking at something that was sent on the Discord a couple days ago, and it's mainly a free-to-play guide, talking about the store, some teams, and yeah, just anything that a free-to-play may need. So, let me get this guide up. So here's your guide. As you can see, there's quite a lot of information. So, at the top right here, we've got an 100% free-to-play team. As you can see, it's got Wonder Woman, it's got Killer Croc, it's got Mera, it's got Green Arrow, and it's got Black Adam. Now, if you've played this game for a while, you might know that these are legendary characters, which are very, very, very easy to star up. Now, this is why this team's free-to-play, because you're going to need high stars on your characters to get further in the game. And with these legendary characters, you're going to be able to get quite far in the game because you'll be able to star them up very easily. So as you can see, they've all got Mythic Legacy pieces on, but that's something that you can work towards by yesterday's video, if you go and check that out, on about the Supreme Commander event. So anyway, this 100% free to play team, you got 2 tanks, a healer, a damage dealer, and another damage dealer, but he's more of an AoE attacker. AoE obviously being he attacks multiple people on the battlefield, whereas Green Arrow right here, he's a single target, so he does more damage, but only to one of the enemies. So yeah, a great free to play team right there. So if you are free to play, invest your AC DC shards in these 5 characters. Maybe not so much Killer Croc, because you can replace him for someone like Superman, or just any big tank in the future, or maybe even a warrior. So, maybe not so much into Killer Croc, but the other 4 are top tier legendary characters. So, and if you don't know what AC/DC shards are, they are shards that you put into the heroes on the very last section, and it upgrades their skills. So, you want to focus on their major skills first, because that's how you get the most out of the upgrades. But yeah, so free-to-play players, that's a great starting team until you manage to get mythic characters to multiple stars. But then maybe don't invest too much into Killer Croc because he can be quite easily replaced once you get a better character. So let's move on. In the bottom left corner, as you can see, we've got a purple jet. Now, this is in the League store, and it is the most important thing you can buy in the League store. So, how do you buy it? Well, you need to get these certain credits from your league by doing stuff such as donations, doing war battles, and doing multiple stuff to help your league out will get you these points. Now, when you go to the store, you go across the League store, and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see this jet. Now, this jet is the most important thing you can buy, because once you get a second jet, it means you can do more expeditions, and you can do everything like double the speed. So you're going to need this purple jet. But then after this, if you look over to the far right, you'll see in the League store again, you can see these like sort of scroll looking things for 1,200 of these cubes. Now, this is the most important thing after you buy the jet, because what this will do is this will help you upgrade your jet. So most important thing is to buy the jet because it's permanent, you'll keep it forever, and it's a one-time purchase. So make sure you focus on getting the jet first, but then secondly, you want to buy that scroll because you use them to upgrade your jet, and once you upgrade your jet becomes even better. So you do stuff faster. So yeah, very important. So now we're going to talk about the normal store. So what to focus on in the normal store? Well, as you can see, next to the League store, it says Mystery Store. You've got gems for 60. Now, this is very important that you listen carefully here, because if you get this wrong, you can mess up your whole account. So, every weekend we get the Interstellar Visitor, and you're going to want to save 3,000 of these gems to buy 40 of the crystals. So you can do 40 summons for 3,000 gems, which is around 75 gems per summon, which is very good, because you get additional rewards that make it well worth it as well, such as like green cubes and other things like that. So you want to make sure you've got at least 3,000 of these gems so you can buy these shards. However, every single day you'll see this deal, which is 200% off of the shards for 60 gems. Now, this refreshes about 3 times a day. For me, you've got 12 until 8 AM, from 8 AM to 4 AM, 4 PM my bad, and then from 4 PM to 12 again. So I reckon you should buy it 3 times a day if you can, but there'll be other gems in the store, like there'll be other shards in the store. But if they're not 200% off and they don't average out to 60 gems, don't buy them. Because if you do, you might not be able to save up enough for the Interstellar Visitor. So, number 1 priority is 3,000 gems for Interstellar Visitor. However, you also want to pick up these for 60 gems for 1 shard. However, you'll also maybe see 3 shards for 180 gems, but because that averages out to 60 gems, it's okay to buy them. But if it's any more expensive, don't buy them, because you won't have enough for the Interstellar Visitor, where you get 40 summons a week. So, moving on from this. As you can see, under that, it says, save all of these for your Supreme Commander event. Now, I'm not going to go too much into detail about this one, because I made a whole video on the the Supreme Commander event yesterday. So, if you've got any questions about that one, go and check out my other video. You know, I went very much in depth about how to save, what to do for the Supreme Commander event, and yeah, so anything you need on that, go and check that video out. What have we got next? As you can see here, we've got Mythic Shards. It says, I'm not sure what to choose in Selector, keep them. So, that's what I'm doing too. You'll get these from when you hit War Room 15, because you'll unlock a new mode, and once you complete this, you'll get like around 5 of these a week. Now, I don't really need any mythic characters just yet, because I'm not focused on what team I want to get yet, and my team's doing okay. So what I'm doing is I'm going to save them until I need a character for a certain team, and that's when I'm going to use them. And I recommend you do the same thing too. So once you get to War Room 15, focus on this. And I believe that's about it for this video. So if you've got any more questions, please leave them down in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you all guys in the next one. Peace.